The news and videos that we're seeing coming out have been devastating. Like, so many people have lost their homes. My heart goes out to Jamaica, my sweet, sweet Jamaica. It's a time for us to come together and to help Jamaica rebuild. Hello, friends. Thanks for joining. Thanks for popping over here to our channel, the Immigrant Experience in America podcast. Welcome. If you're a first timer, welcome. Please remember to like and subscribe and hit that notification bell. It helps us to grow the channel and to get the word out to others. Thank you so much for the support. So I'm popping on here to talk about Hurricane Melissa and what a devastation it has been to Jamaica, and what the experience has been for me over the last 2 weeks, watching the devastation, the destruction, the catastrophe, so many words that have been used to describe the Category 5 storm that hit the island. It's been so stressful for me. I couldn't stop watching. To get initially after the hurricane passed, we knew it was coming and we were watching. People kept saying, the news kept saying, oh, it was going slow, it's moving slow, maybe it's going to turn. And we were just all hoping for the best, right? Because they're saying, oh, we've never seen something this powerful. I think upwards of 185 miles per hour winds, etc. And the infrastructure in Jamaica is built for an island, right? For warm weather. Some of them are old structures. And so we were hoping that something like that just would turn and go somewhere else. Not necessarily to another country, but, away from human beings. And eventually it hit. I want to say it was on Tuesday. And I remember just looking for anything out of there. The reports coming in just got worse and worse. And it was so overwhelming for me to be away and not be able to be on the ground to be able to offer a helping hand, to do whatever. There's been so many commentaries online. I had so many mixed emotions around that, and I'm glad that I've seen other videos where people have been able to add some wisdom to the behaviors of some people and harsh responses of others, right? It's a time for us to come together and to help Jamaica rebuild. We're not perfect. And whenever things like this happen, sometimes the worst of us, the worst of human nature comes out, right? And we just always have to be mindful as we travel abroad, outside of the US and other places, that lifestyle and wealth and well-being looks completely different in other places around the world than it does in the United States. It's not about living in a high-rise building in New York on the 20th floor, right? But you don't have backyard, you don't have much nature around you, but yet some people consider that to be wealth. Or renting ages upon ages, in many places around the world, wealth is considered to mean something completely different, right? It's having community, it's having family around, it's having land holding, having your own piece of property that you can farm and grow your own produce and to take care of yourself. And so let's all be mindful that wealth is viewed differently in different places around the world. So my heart goes out to Jamaica, my sweet, sweet Jamaica. My paternal and maternal side of families are from that side that got direct hit of the hurricane. And so it was the news and videos that we're seeing coming out in days after the hurricane hit have been devastating. Like, so many people have lost their homes completely, like everything flattened. It's just been amazing. I just remember seeing a video and thinking to myself, where are the people? Like, there weren't any shelters that we were aware of close by to the communities that we were seeking information about. So where did the people go? We just didn't see people in the videos. We just saw flattened buildings. And it might look like there's a lot of poverty. Believe me, there's so much wealth in that life that's there on the island, right? Again, just keep perspective as you may go about using or entertaining judgments about what life is like on the island. Island lifestyle is completely different from living in a big urban city in the US with lots of concrete, right? And so just keep perspective as you ponder and observe the videos that are coming out. And perhaps that's coming from a place of me wanting to protect the dignity of what I'm seeing, because you're seeing a mixture of everything, right? Not a lot of people are getting videos of what life was like prior to the hurricane, but people are seeing the aftermath of the destruction. And so, yeah, it's heartbreaking to watch. We're into week 2 now, and I've actually had to step back because I realized I was just consuming too much of it and it was affecting me mentally, emotionally. I was having some anxiety around it, not being so far away and not being able to immediately go volunteer somewhere. So I feel like I was being of some help to the people who needed it. We are, however, planning a trip that we had previously planned, that we are going to still keep our plans to go down and see what we can bring on that trip. I really want to go see for myself. We're going and we're taking our little one because we want her to have a very real perspective of the world. She's being raised in the US in abundance. So much more than we had access to, so much more technology, access to information. But yet, being on the island, we had so much more of a level-headed perspective and view of the world, I think. Then sometimes I wonder, compared to children here who are being raised in certain environments, could be a bit sterile. Might be one word you might want to use. But just an environment that's full of abundance and might be lacking in the realities of people's lives around the world, or the different ways that humanity and well-being shows up in different places. And so we want to get her that perspective. She's seen the island in its beauty when things were great, previous to Beryl that hit in summer of 2024. She's seen the resort life. She's seen our family property. She's seeing people who are less fortunate. She's seen all of that. And now I want her to see the impact of what a hurricane can do to a place and how you can lose everything in the blink of an eye. I want her to have that perspective because I want her to be level-headed and I want her to appreciate so much more what she has, what we're able to provide her, and to cover what our trip and to show you guys what the reality is on the ground. So stay tuned to our YouTube channel. We'll be streaming live on YouTube, on LinkedIn, and possibly on TikTok if we can get TikTok added to my StreamYard account. So go ahead and subscribe, hit that notification bell, and you'll be notified when we go live, when we're on the ground here coming up in about 2 weeks.